I can't look back, it's too late now. My days are hours and I don't know how, but I believe the great is still yet to come. I won't stop fighting, man, until I'm done.
Hello, and welcome to the 95th Breakfast Ball. I'm your host, Bob Cardia. Having a bad hair day, folks. Been a long day, but we had a long weekend of teaching. By the way, as always, if you like what we're doing, please smash that subscribe button. Also, if you comment, I love the breakfast ball in the comments section, again, you're eligible to win a Starbucks gift card. So please, by all means, get on that. And, we like sending those cards out. That means you guys are watching. Anyway, so we had a long weekend of teaching. We had the final day of our group lessons this week. And interesting, we do putting. We see putting typically for the last lesson. And it's got a lot of interesting questions when you're teaching putting, because there is a certain degree of art and science in putting, and I tell people the Pell stat that no one on the planet makes more than 20% of their putts outside of 10 feet. So really, in order to get the follow through the way you want it to be, in order to work on the proper mechanics, studies indicate uphill putts of less than 10 feet are probably the way to go. And then I got one sitting right here. One of the greatest $1.50 investments in your golf game that you could possibly have is the Sharpie marker. And I talked about how they were, there was a point in golf where they're talking about the line on the side of the ball, whether or not that should be a something you're allowed to do. And when you do a close-up of every Touring Pros golf ball on the putting green, you see they have that Sharpie line on the ball. But it's interesting because, I go through a lengthy explanation to people of how that works. I'm okay, guys, it's a surgery here. You mark it, you clean it, you align the line to where you want to go. And I explain a little green reading 101 with water on one side or uphill, putts that you put uphill break less than downhill. And I go through all the rigmarole on green reading 101. And then, I go to, and we had, I guess, almost 30 kids in the 930 class, and 20 and something in the adult intro, and another 16, 17 in the skill builder, 80, 90 people when it's all done. And, I give them the golf ball and I say, okay, mark it, clean it, align it. And putting that, that line on the ball to where they want to go, the average guy doesn't want to do it. Like they kind of, rough, put it and hit it and that kind of stuff. And I had one student who actually takes my intro class and skill builder class, was asking some really, really insightful questions about the process. And I told him, like, when you set that line, there's nothing worse than and you people can relate to this that have played a lot of golf. When you're sitting over, boy, is my ball line pointing in the right direction? When you're sitting over the ball, adjusting your putter back and forth, you're already dead at that point, guys. I mean, what I tell people is when you pick your line, okay, and again, I don't want you to be a slow player, but when you pick that line, you need to fall in love with the line. As I tell people all the time, the golf ball is stupid. It don't know anything, right? So if that line is not pointing to where you want to go, right, your mind knows it. Your mind will compensate for it. You'll have an inconsistent stroke. I guess the crux of golf in general is you want repeatability. But if your lines aren't set up, and that's also with your full swing too, if you're closed or open to a stance, your body is going to manipulate the golf swing. So simple, right? Putting should be one of the simplest things going, right? Mark it, clean it, align it. As I told my class, there's only two places on the golf course you're allowed to touch that golf ball, okay? One, on the tee box to place it on the tee, and I'm asking everybody, is that an advantage to put the ball on the tee? And everybody's like, yeah, absolutely it is. Okay, so conversely, on the green, when you can mark it and then clean it, because let me tell you what, that ball coming in, especially on an early Saturday morning like we did this past week, there could be dew, there could be dirt, sand, debris on the ball. It'll affect the way it rolls. Clean it, clear advantage. And then taking that Sharpie line and putting it going towards where you want it to go, taking into consideration break and all that kind of good stuff, is a ginormous advantage. You know what else I found people had difficulty this weekend was? The line on your putter should agree, the scoring or the directional line should agree with the line on the ball. I couldn't believe any people had their putter at an odd angle to that line. Just saying, folks, if you want to make the putt, right, first thing you do, mark it, clean it, align it, right? Put that line to where you want to go, and then make sure your putter is perpendicular with the line, right, even with, or if they have multiple lines, or a two-ball putter, parallel to that spot. Anyway, the psychology is amazing. People worry about slow play and fast play. Like, move quickly in between shots. But when you're actually at your golf ball, right, take your time, right? The average avid golfer averages a little over 2 putts a hole, somewhere a little bit under 40, near 40 putts. And when you do the math to it, guys, do the math to it, right? The average avid golfer, when he plays by the rules, shoots about 100. And if you have 40 putts, 40% of all the shots that you hit are putts, right? Well, the facility we teach at, for example, too, it's a wonderful facility. I love there. It's we got the in-range, got 20 acres grass tee, but we really don't have a putting area. And when you think about that, right, 40% of your shots are putts. So all I'm asking, folks, from everybody out there who's watching, right, fall in love. Fall in love with your putting line. Mark it, clean it, align it. And know when you put your putter behind that ball, parallel and perpendicular, that if you stroke it down that line, that ball's got no choice but to go in. Anyway, folks, again, if you like what we're doing, please smash that subscribe button. Put I love the breakfast ball in the comment section on the bottom, and you'll be eligible for a Starbucks gift card. Merch, breakfast ball merch. You can go on our website, South Jersey Golf Schools, and you can let us know if you're interested in having some merch there. We'd love to see more people out there wearing it. Anyway, guys, keep it straight. Don't get discouraged. Think well. Thinking well ain't easy, folks. Everybody could think well. Life would be a better place. Anyway, talk to you soon. Keep in the fairway. Keep making those putts. Take care.
Glass of bourbon, my bourbon, my bourbon, Alcohol. There's no great story ever started with, I'll have a salad.